There's an alien orb in my freaking house.
No, so I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just
Oh, yo,
personally,
Junebug, chill out.
apa ya ni? Hai. Hai ni.
Welcome back to the Channel 5 Tribe. It's your guy Trip 5 back again with another creepy video compilation. Make sure you guys like the video, and if you're new, subscribe so you could join the tribe. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, y'all.
The apple has wax on it and is sprayed in pesticides. You need to wash it off first. The tap water is full of toxic chemicals. Do not use it. The pitcher is made of plastic. It's leaching contaminants into the water. The paper towels are made using bleach. Do not use them. Do not use the paper towels. That rag was washed with toxic laundry detergent. It's in the fabric. The soil is devoid of all nutrients. The apple will have no nutritional value.
You were never supposed to have a lawn in front of your house. Did you know that? Well, here's why they made you. Think about it. Before lawns, most front yards grew food, fruit trees, vegetables, herbs. But in the late 1800s, elites in Europe, wealthy elites in Europe, I'll say, made grass lawns a status symbol. It meant you had so much money, you didn't need your land to feed you. Now that's a flex, okay? So America copied this trend. Cities encouraged it. Developers, they built it into our neighborhood designs. And eventually, HOAs, local lawns started banning front yards altogether. So now lawns look clean, but they replaced something essential, right? Our daily connection to food. They made us more dependent on grocery stores, supply chains, and the very systems that profit from our hunger. Now, a nice patch of grass, it looks nice, right? It looks nice. But a patch of food keeps you alive. One builds status, the other builds freedom. And if lawns had never been pushed on us, our neighborhoods would be filled with edible gardens, fruit, native wildflowers, small community orchards. Every block would feed its people. What hunger? Every yard would be a little ecosystem, nourishing, abundant, and free. But instead we have this.
This is a deep one right here that people don't even think about. They basically made us choose status over survival, and that was the first step that we went wrong at. Now imagine if everybody had a front yard and was growing fruits and vegetables in it. The whole economy would be different. We would go back to barter and trading like how it used to be. And we wouldn't be so dependent on grocery stores.
NASA scientist is saying that he saw a 7-foot-tall alien race that looked like African Americans on what he described to be getting off a mile-long spaceship. Let's talk about it. Now, this is all alleged, but I have seen some sources that has talked about this claim, and I honestly don't put anything past it because there's just nothing that I don't believe when it comes down to these extraterrestrials. And my first thought when I read that he saw this race that resembled Africans was the Anunnaki. Now, it was alleged to have been seen at some type of Air Force base, and he said it was hundreds of them. And they looked like a black race, and they were huge. And the Anunnaki were said to be so huge that they were like the Nephilim, which are fallen angels and giants. And he said they had an arrogant look of like conquerors that have never been conquered. I know that's right, aliens. Y'all better serve. But the theory of the Anunnaki's existence has been around for so many years, and they're actually talked about in so many different texts of different cultures around the world. The Anunnakis are said to be some type of extraterrestrial beings that had something to do with basically the existence of humankind. And it is said that they used to basically go back and help ancient civilizations and give them technology and basically tell them what to do and how to make these pyramids, or basically help them do this. Because if you think about it, I don't care what y'all say, there is no possible way that these Egyptians built these pyramids without some type of higher power. So you mean to tell me that these weak slaves, these weak people have built these thousands of pounds of tons and stacked them up and made these pyramids? There's no way. There's no way. The Anunnaki is said to have came down here and helped them and gave them so much knowledge and power. And rumor has it that some people in the higher has said that the Anunnaki was supposed to be coming back. So it just all makes sense to me. And lately it's just been so much alien talk, like more than usual. I know every other year we have a few claims and, little few videos of people talking about like different things they've seen. But lately it's just been so much alien talk that some truth has to be behind this stuff. So like I said, this is alleged, but I don't know. I don't put anything past it. But let me know what y'all thinking if y'all believe in the Anunnaki.
Jeremy Corbell told us this would happen.
All indications, like all of them, is that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe.
This was 6 months ago. And now what is all over all the headlines? There is a giant craft making its way to Earth. This isn't disclosure. This is the setup. If Corbell was right, we are watching the playbook unfold in real time. The question really is, if the craft is the lie, then what is already here or happening?
What do you guys think about the news saying that a craft is coming in November? Do you think it's a lie or do you think it's the truth? I do believe that the Anunnaki exist. Spiritual people on the internet been talking about this for years. But why are they making it public now? Are they about to hit us with Project Bluebeam to scare us or something? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below.
Something's going down in Nebraska. Just disclaimer, scroll if you have a seizure disorder or sensitivity to flashing lights.
You guys, this is not time-lapse, manipulated video. This is actually live right now. The camera every once in a while moving around too, but that is a lot of lightning. And that's been happening, accompanying winds of 60, 70, even up to 90 miles an hour in the eastern part of Nebraska. So unfortunately, I was just checking on the power outage situation. We're talking about, about 18,000 customers that are all of a sudden without power across Nebraska due to these powerful storms. So yeah, lightning is just one indication of how bad this weather is.
Listen, this is what I was talking about on my update last night. Every fucking state has reported lightning like this. Mostly purple lightning. I don't know if that was like purple and maybe the color was off from the blurry video. But yeah, that's the worst I've seen it. That's even worse than Orlando, Florida at this point. I'm telling you. Between this and the weird cloud formations. Bro, keep sending me more shit. Oh my God.
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just personally... Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. Bro, I ain't got time for this. Yo, did we catch a ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it. Stop Junebug, it. Chill out.
Hey, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything, man. I was looking at
it. Turn on the lights. Stop playing, bro. I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna
go look at it right now because it's what? Bro.
What? Junebug, what happened?
That was not a person, bro.
Bro, chill out. What are y'all talking about?
There's definitely some spirits roaming around his house. If you rewind the video, you would see that he turned his head. So it's almost like he felt it passing by. Like this video wasn't edited. This was literally a live stream. And it's like every day we starting to see more situations like this. Like I said before, the spiritual world is merging with the physical world.
This orb is in my house. Yo, this orb is in my house. It's moving around my house. I gotta whisper. There's an alien orb in my freaking house. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Yo. Oh. Wow. Yo. This orb is in my house. It's scanning my house. This orb is so wow. Y'all wouldn't believe it if you didn't see this. Look. Ooh.
I come upstairs. Weird smell. Smells like perfume. Something that I don't wear. I know what my perfumes smell like. No one's been up here for like 3 or 4 days, except me, obviously. I hear weird noise in the kitchen. I come in the kitchen. What's that noise? I don't know. I investigate. Door ajar. Why is the door ajar? I don't touch this door. No one's been up here except for myself for like 3 or 4 days. And I know it was closed the last time I came up here. Also, oh, it's raining. We have a ring camera. We actually have cameras all over our house. Camera has caught nothing. No motion detected. Okay. Weird noise in kitchen, still happening. Dolls, accounted for. Attic, locked. I haven't been up there in like probably over a week because it's been freaking me out. Vibes in the living room, weird. Weird noise in kitchen, freaking me out. Office, always hearing a knocking sound. Of course, it's probably not going to do it now that I'm in here. But every time I come into this area, I always hear a knocking sound. Door ajar. This is a closet that leads to another room. I always keep it wide open. I keep every door up in this bitch open. Creepy jewelry box that likes to play on its own. Closed. Thank God. But also not playing when it opens, which, oh, okay, there it is. Thank you. Vibes. Off. Very off.
You just get an eerie feeling from looking at this video. So imagine living there. I don't know, it's a little too quiet for me. And everything in that shit look ancient. She said that the door was open and nobody opened it. And nothing was caught on the ring camera. So what could have possibly opened the door? You know, unless she forgot or something. You know, my suggestion would be just to get up out of there. That ain't worth it.
Internet viewers were left creeped out after footage emerged seemingly showing ghost passengers at an airport. This viral video shows an airplane gateway at an almost deserted airport, believed to be in Phuket, Thailand. As the camera zooms in, it becomes clear there are shadowy figures running along the passageway. But with no airplane in sight and the gateway, suspended in the air, connected to nothing, it is a mystery where the passengers have come from. The footage, uploaded online on Monday, July 31st, has left viewers baffled with various theories to explain the strange sight. One suggested the passengers were a reflection from another bridge unseen in the video. Another said, the wrong gate was opened, they all queued down the bottom. When they realized, they all ran off to the right gate.
Okay, watch this, y'all. This man, he called his boss asking him, why didn't y'all tell me they had a new employee, right? He constantly looking back, right? He talking to somebody, right? Just watch, this is creepy. Look, having a whole conversation with somebody, right? Saying that somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now see, look, y'all see when he dapped him off, look what happened. He dapped him off. You see that shadow? And then the shadow goes over here and he pulling the chair out for him. He swore to God he sat there and had a whole conversation with this person. He moved over talking to him and everything. Y'all better protect yourselves. Whatever that was took advantage of him.
What are the 3 primary animals that people eat?
Chicken, beef, fish, pork.
Okay. You look at all of those animals, are any of them carnivores?
No.
None of them eat meat. So if you're eating something that didn't require meat to build its own protein, then why do you need to eat that to create your own protein?
Hey, This man had you thinking.
The strongest animals in the animal kingdom: gorilla, monkeys, rhino, elephant, ox. None of them eat meat. We take one example like the lion and say, okay, we're supposed to eat meat, not understanding that most animals don't actually eat meat. And then when you start to think about even our biology, like you think about how a lion is set up or carnivores are set up, they always have teeth to match to be able to kill meat. Yeah. We don't. They also have a jaw that can only collapse this way. It can't go this way like ours can. Your jaw going side to side is indicative of you being an herbivore. You eat plants. When you look at our digestive system, the digestive system of a lion is about 7 feet long when you lay it out. The digestive system of a herbivore or a plant eater is going to be somewhere between 20 and 35 feet. Guess what? Ours is between 20 and 35 feet. So our biology is set up for plants.
I mean, he is right, though. The animals that eat plants are some of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom. You know, for me, I stopped eating meat years ago. And I can't lie, I do feel better. So, you know, in my opinion, it does matter what you put in your body. You know, but I don't knock nobody who still eat meat. Everybody is on their own journey. You know, I feel like it's not right to judge someone off of that.
Please stop eating this shit. Let me show y'all a little something, okay? Pay attention. Nuggets. Look at that. Look at that. That's what's in these nuggets. I know y'all like y'all's hot and spicy, but look at that. Look, even your desserts, your apple pies. Watch out, man. Even your fucking McGriddles, man. Look, just think about it. I'm just trying to tell y'all, let y'all know. Because y'all don't get to see these ingredients, so. Stop eating this shit, okay?
So it's always the hair that tells the true story about the true ethnicity of our ancient people. But not only the hair tells the story, there's actually another huge piece here. You notice how the nose is missing on this statue? Seemingly chiseled out. Now what's interesting about this is a very common theme amongst many ancient statues and sculptures found around the world. Even on the Sphinx of Egypt, again, on all these ancient statues, the nose has seemingly been chiseled out. It's because the nose tells the real story, guys. It tells the real story. And when we see Greek statues like this, intact nose, no problem, white people, you know. And then you got the chiseled out nose here because it's telling the real story of our true ancestors. You think that it's just a coincidence that all of these ancient statues have the nose chiseled out? Well, let me tell you, it's most definitely not a coincidence, and it's just another way to cover up the real origins of humanity and our true history. Peace and love.
Yep. Here we go. Can you hear it?
Hot as...
I think it might be a little bit hot today.
We're melting off of me. My shoe was melting.
Boy hopped out that seat immediately. That shit must have been hot. Real shit though, the sun haven't been playing this summer. It's literally getting hotter and hotter. If you watch this channel and you live in Arizona, let me know, how do y'all do it? It literally be like 112 on a normal day. Like, do people even come outside, or they just used to the weather like that? I have so many questions.
I zoomed out. I zoomed out of it. Now watch it cover it again. Yo, that's wild. Look at it. It's falling. Wow, something strange.
You know that trees, if there's an insect that is on that tree, based on the insect's saliva, the tree can tell what kind of insect it is. And then it will release a chemical into the air that would draw the predator of that insect to the tree.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It will also release a chemical in the air to alert the other trees in the area.
Yeah.
And so when that insect goes to the other trees, they've already been alerted and they've changed the taste of their leaves so that when the insect bites it, it doesn't like it.
That is insane.
This is real science.
Shut up.
Nigga, when you think about it, the shit is actually crazy. We was minors, little ass kids, bro. Every morning, we used to stand up, take our right hand, place that bitch over our heart, and pledge our allegiance to this country on a daily basis, together as an entire school. 100 and some just kids. Pledging our allegiance to a fucking flag. Most of us ain't even know what the fuck we was doing. We didn't know what we was saying or what it even meant, shorty. We pledged our undying. Nobody just sat and thought about that shit. Nigga.
Do they even do that anymore? Like, I have no idea. But you know, now that I'm thinking about it, the song used to sound mad sad, and it sounds like you being programmed when you saying it. The things that they made us do as children really needs to be studied.
है की चीज है भाई यार ये क्या ये भाई भाई नहीं भाई पीछे कर उसका पीछे कर भाई ये गाड़ी से डरती है भाई नरेंद्र यार भाई भाई
This is the reason why people have to lock their doors, cover their windows at night if they live in the Appalachian Mountains. I promise you, this is not some random intruder or like a neighbor that's at their door trying to get in. I'm fairly certain that what they are dealing with in this video is a mimic. They're extremely common, especially in the Appalachian Mountains, which is where this video was filmed. And mimics will disguise themselves as people you know or people that they think you know, and they will mimic their voices and try to get you to let them in your home. Sometimes this manifests as pets, like you'll hear your dog barking upstairs, but you know your spouse just took them out on a walk. Or your mom is at the grocery store and you hear her calling your name from downstairs. This woman explains that she doesn't think she knows this person. She lives on a large, gated, fenced-off farm with no surrounding neighbors, so who's knocking at her door? It's typically a voice, but oftentimes skinwalkers will change forms in order to try to get in your home.
You know, I don't know how people live in the Appalachian Mountains. The amount of stories I heard about it this year is crazy. I feel like people just need to move from that area and live somewhere else. There's probably somebody right now who's happy as hell and just moved there and have no idea about the stories that's on the internet. But you know, eventually they'll find out.
Over the clouds, look, like what could that be? Oh, is that a UFO? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Y'all, they started training us early to get stuck in this matrix. And what I mean by that, have you noticed the toy sets? The girls, we get kitchen sets, doll babies to learn how to be stay-at-home moms. And the boys, they get fire trucks, police cars, and G.I. Joe sets to let them know they're gonna have to go out into the matrix and work. And then they start training us with our time. When we get old enough, we start pre-K or kindergarten all the way up through grade 12th. That's training as well to stay on a job between 40 and 60 hours a week. And once we get that job, we become very competitive. And the reason why is because everybody is competing for more pay, and that brings strife in the work environment. Once we get the job that we want, then we go look at buying a vehicle. And sometimes most of us get vehicles that are out of our price range, but we can afford it, but we're not able to save any money because most of our check is either going on that car, and the second thing is a house. When we get that job, we want to go buy a nice house. And sometimes we go over the amount in the pre-qualification letter and we get a whole lot of house where the mortgage is a large amount, and then we can't save any money that way. So it keeps us in a loop. We're forced to go to work because we have a house and we have a car. And another way they keep us trapped as slaves in this matrix is to bring more slaves into the world. They tell you, oh, when you gonna have that first baby? And you have that first baby. Oh, when are you gonna have that baby, a little brother or a little sister? Those are all traps designed to keep us in this matrix without using our critical thinking, so we can't think our way out of this matrix. Everything is set up as part of the design. So once they get us trapped in the matrix, we're living on a daily routine, and we're thinking that it's normal. We're going about our day, everything's okay, it's tight, but we're making it. The kids are getting fed, we're driving to work, coming home, but then they tighten the grip. And you know how they tighten the grip? With inflation. And inflation is causing people to crash out, lose their mind, because those kids that the Matrix talked them into having, it's getting harder to feed them, especially during summertime. That car and that car insurance, you're rethinking that car and probably want to get a cash car. And that all that house you got, that beautiful house, you're rethinking that house and wanting to sell it or either downgrade or go stay in an apartment. So it's tightening its grip, and that way we become depressed, angry, sad, full of anxiety, and then it shows up with road rage and domestic violence.
Damn, she literally just broke it down to make you understand even more. The system have layers and layers in place already, and there's only a few ways to navigate through it. I'm gonna leave it at that though. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys sub to the channel if you haven't already. We out, y'all. See you on the next video.